Now, the last thing I wanted to touch on, guys, is Joseph Benya thing. And if you guys watched my previous video about this, I was pretty hardcore. I was pretty harsh on this guy. I tore him a new hole, basically. I went crazy at him. And I thought the backlash was going to be much more harsh. I thought a lot of you guys are going to defend him much more passionately, but really you didn't. You didn't. And then I check out the comments on the other videos and the posts, and basically everybody's saying the same things I'm saying. Maybe not using the same language, but basically, yeah, the point is he didn't look very good. Let's be mild now, if it's not too late. Now, did I change my mind? Was I too harsh? I would say I was and I wasn't. Because I saw some photos, some other photos of him, and in some of them, he actually looks pretty decent. And also, I saw the comparisons of him with his father, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I thought it was cool to see this. You know, even though he looks worse than Arnold did when he was like 15. And by the way, Joseph Bennett is not in his early 20s, I thought. He's actually in his mid 20s, probably like 26, 27. So for that age, this is not good, guys. But still, it's cool to see that Arnold's son is competing, and this is the only one of his sons that ever is going to compete. So maybe we should, be easy. Maybe I should go easy on this guy, because it would be cool if he actually continued competing and, jumped on some juice. I'm not saying everybody should jump on juice, but he should if he wants to do bodybuilding successfully, because he does.
He just said he's criticizing this man for being natural, for not being a drug addict. And actually in the video is saying, yo, you need to do drugs. You need to get on steroids. And he has admitted that the people in the YouTube comment sections, they don't really care because their visual is more of the drug addicts, right? That's the influence that bodybuilding is having on the youth, because a lot of these people are youth. You see, they're drug addicts. And this is what bodybuilding is promoting. Nothing, they don't promote health, fitness, not at all. Man, that's the opposite. I mean, you can't promote health and fitness while you on drugs that are breaking and destroying your body and shortening your lifespan. That's a fact. So it's just funny and amazing to me that people are criticizing this man for being natural, and they have no problem admitting that that's their problem, that they're like, hey, listen, man, you get on steroids, you look better, you look more jacked, you look more impressive, but they're not impressive. And if you ask the ladies, they're definitely not impressive where it counts. But it's sad to me. You have the reigning Mr. Olympia promoting steroids to children, Derek Lunsford. You have this guy who's a bad coach. Like, this is not the guy you want to hire. Ivan Bodybuilding gives drugs, steroids to athletes, especially in the country he's from, that do this bodybuilding competition things, as you will hear and see and hear him slip a couple times and tell you that he took a natural bodybuilder and gave him a crazy physique, like before and after is crazy in weeks. That's drugs if it is, right? But keep watching and you're gonna see.
Does not have either the work ethics or the genetics to look good natural. Now, some of you guys were like,
now, to be natural and have the physique this man has, that is hard work and ethic. To take steroids, these people don't, listen, they take steroids and work for like 3 hours a day. Remember, these guys are not special. They don't work hard. They do nothing special. You could break their jaw with one punch if you work out right. They have no stamina. They have no endurance. They can't even hold their fucking stomach in while they're doing this competition for long enough and make us think it's hard. If you work out, you can hold your stomach in for as long as you want. These are things you can train on. These motherfuckers take steroids, drugs, pump a little bit of weight. They do nothing special. Special is doing something, playing basketball at the highest level, playing football in the NFL, playing tennis, professional sports. This is not, I take it back, this is not even a fucking sports. This is a drug competition. Because remember, the person who takes the most drugs and goes to the most extremes wins this. Derek Lunsford goes to Brazil to get dangerous drugs in his body. The regular drugs that we know is not even enough anymore. It's not enough anymore. You got children right now and people are watching them and promoting them and making them popular. It's sad. But it's also sad that you can have people blatantly criticizing and trying to bring a man down for doing the natural. Like, if this man is not mentally strong, all this criticism of his hard work, real hard work, bodybuilders don't do shit but suck a dick. Period. This pressure could make this man put a needle in his arm and do drugs. Ivan Bodybuilding is a drug addict, has always been a drug addict, admitted drug addict, and he is selling and promoting drugs and giving drugs to other human beings and ruining their lives, encouraging children to do this. That is sad if this man goes that route. Look at the picture right here on your screen of him, natural, and his father who's a drug addict, a lifetime drug addict. It's sad.
That's good for a natural show, but this is not what my standards for natural bodybuilders are. For example,
look, for example, this man right here is not natural. He's a drug addict. He gets drugs from Ivan Bodybuilding. Ivan Bodybuilding even shows that he was in a competition with this man and tries to make us believe that this man was natural in that competition while he admits that he's not natural in that competition. Everybody knows that ain't nobody gonna compete in a competition knowingly that the other people are on drugs and enhanced because they don't stand a chance. This man is not natural. And it's sad as a grown-ass fucking man that you fucking lying. Men don't lie. That's coward traits. This man is a drug addict, period.
Here you have the best Serbian natural body. You can follow him on IG if you want, but I know he's natural 100%.
He knows he's natural 100%. This lying drug dealer, this steroid pushing Serbian dog eating motherfucker. He's a womanizer too. If you seen his live recently when he was doing the Arnold, the way he talks about his girlfriend, how he's, he tells her what to do and she better be careful. And don't tell me it's customs to be a womanizer in this country. Don't give a shit about that. We just gonna keep it real. If it's real, it's real.
Being tested multiple times a year.
Cat.
And he's my friend as well. I know what he's doing, so he's 100% natural, and this is what he looks like. Phenomenal shape, great genetics.
First of all, who would say he's 100% natural? Do you live with the man? Do you have sexual relationships with this man? How can somebody say somebody's 100% natural? How can you guarantee something like that when you have never been natural in your life? How can you believe that a coach is coaching people and not giving them steroids when he believes in it, when he uses it, when he is saying out his own mouth, it's the best results, you need to be juiced? This man's whole page is about steroid content, and you're gonna believe him?
Ethics. I beat him a couple of times, but again, I'm enhanced.
He admitted right here. Look, do you see? So you telling me you're enhanced? So if you're enhanced, you're just a drug addict and you like taking drugs. Because if you're telling me you're on drugs right here and this man is not, and you don't look nothing impressive to him, no, y'all both on drugs. The motherfucker got gray hair like he's 70. You could see it in his stomach and his skin that he's old as shit. So you could see what these drugs do.
Not, and it was very close as well. So he has crazy genetics, and this is what good genetics look like when somebody is natural.
He don't have no good genetics.
This is just the best bodybuilder in Serbia, for example. In our neighboring country,
another drug addict.
You have this guy.
Who's willing to put? I'm willing to put 10,000. This dude's on drugs. Who's gonna take that bet? And don't come with the bullshit. I'm talking about real bet, boy. Let's get it popping. If you ain't got it, don't talk about it.
That is their best natural bodybuilder.
Natural, but this is a natural bodybuilder. So this clown is literally saying that.
This is my standard for natural bodybuilding, and there is a whole bunch of other natural guys who look either this good or close.
Yo, on no homo, my dude, if I wear, look, just get your girlfriend and tell them to analyze these dudes and see where they lack at, homeboy, because I'm gonna tell you something. If I wear that shit they got, it'll be uncomfortable. It'll be uncomfortable. We'll be popping out, homie. Like, I'm just saying, no homo, but I'm just saying, we gotta call it a buck. Because that's another sign that shit hurts you. Like, who does drugs that they know is gonna compromise what you got, the pleasure, the ladies, the women, what it's all about? That's already homo antics right there. But let's go.
So this is what good level natural bodybuilding looks like, and I think this is the only way it makes sense. If you have genetics to compete naturally, then you should for sure. But if you don't, then what's the point of competing if you don't even have the genetics and the work ethics, and you don't want to diet, and you don't even want to take any steroids? So what are you doing on stage?
Look, he literally saying, and you don't want to take no steroids. Like, yeah, man, taking that shit is all cool. It's what you're supposed to do. That's not a fucking sport. That's what bodybuilding is. And all you cocksuckers in the comments, you hearing it from the dudes you follow and idolize. Drug addicts. That's what you are. And you fat, disgusting, and you never gonna have this physique, even if you take the drugs they do. Because I seen some of you YouTubers in the comment section try to get popping by showing and saying you taking all this shit and y'all look ugly and disgusting because these guys is lying to you. But you disgusting.
The competition is to compete. Why are you competing if you look like you don't even live it, basically? And I also, like I said, I have a couple of clients. I had many clients.
Look at the difference right here and watch him stumble.
Who were natural. And basically all of them looked 10 times better.
Like, this is the only guy right here that I could say could be natural. Now, look at the difference. He's saying this guy's natural, and he's praising him, saying he's good. But look at him, and look at the other guys you've seen. This guy right here can't fuck with them other guys. So how are those guys natural? Like, they're in a whole different world because they're on drugs. This is the only guy you could pass through and say, maybe he is natural. So I'm not even going to go there with him. I wouldn't take that bet and say this man is on steroids. I was 407 pounds and I got that body right there that he got.
At least than Joseph Benya. For example, this guy right here who I'm prepping right now, we are 2.5 weeks out of his next show, Serbian Cup, and this is what he looks like. Pretty good shape. Not crazy genetics, but...
You see, and now he's blaming... You see, I'm telling you. So to get away with him, he says not the best genetics and not best this. So then does that mean you're going to encourage him to take steroids? Does that mean later on we're going to see his physique explode because you're going to introduce him to steroids? You see? So when they're really not on steroids, he says it's not good genetics. So that tells you everything you need to know. This guy is ousting himself. If you don't let this shit go over your head and you listen and pay attention, you will see what this guy is saying it all.
This is what you look like if you do a proper prep. Or this guy, for example.
No, this guy's on steroids.
Old, only 20 years old. He just won the Balkan Championships.
Steroids.
I'm his coach.
Take that back.
Yeah, crazy look as well. Good genetics as well. He could have been more conditioned. He will be for the next show, but still, the muscularity, the details, something that Joseph Benya doesn't even have, not even close. And he's like 6-7 years older than Matea here. So, yeah, this guy here as well.
Natural.
So, a youngster also. And if he competed the way he looked before, that would be close.
You could tell right here the difference when he's natural and now he's on steroids. And this is the beginning of his steroid use. You can see who gets their legs from that, who gets their physique from that to that in a couple of weeks. That's impossible.
To what Joseph Benya brought to the stage. But no, he hired a coach, he hired me, and in a couple of weeks, couple of months, he had...
You see how he said a couple of weeks and then knew that doesn't sound right, then said a couple of months. Which one is it? A couple of weeks or a couple of months? Because somebody needs to tell this clown that there's a couple of weeks in the month. So it can't be a couple of weeks or a couple of months. Now, if you would have said a couple of weeks to a month, no, he stumbled. He just admitted right here that this is the physique this man had when he was introduced to him. He started coaching him, introduced him to drugs, steroids, and now he looks like that in a couple of weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, in a couple of weeks. Now, this clown stops working out in a couple of weeks, he'll be back to that slaw, wolf, hairy ass shit. That's not hard work, ladies and gentlemen. It's not. But if y'all do a little boxing, if y'all do real training, if y'all natural, y'all know that he might look more cut, but he's weaker than he's ever been. If you put him in the ring, boy, and have him moving for 30 to 40 seconds, he's out of breath. You're knocking him out. His jaw is glass. Let's keep it a buck, boy, because we do fitness here. This is heavy no more. We do listen, no fucking protein shakes, none of that. You got to get your natural, eat your protein like a Viking, baby. Calorie deficit, working out, training, because you want to be able to have endurance, to have strength, stamina, naturally. You don't need pills for shit. Your body is not used to pills. Your body is 100% natural. The best way is to help the body heal itself. Don't put shit in your body it don't belong. If you're forcing for your body to do shit that it don't normally do, you're gonna have problems. It's not if, it's when, man.
Ended up getting in shape. This was 3 weeks out. He'll be more conditioned, bigger and fuller on the stage.
Yeah.
This guy right here, my client as well, competed
Steroid
naturally.
up.
He's also a vegan. this guy here too.
Steroid
This goes
up.
on and on. I probably missed a couple of good guys as well. So being natural does not mean that it's okay to look this bad. And again,
And like, really? Now, ladies and gentlemen, use your common sense. Does this man look bad? Everybody that watches this bodybuilding shit is fat, disgusting, eat processed food. Remember, people that are fit and really work out don't watch this bodybuilding shit. They don't. Unless you're watching it for your entertainment. Now, people who are fit, they don't watch this shit for the knowledge. They watch it for the entertainment. I watch this shit for the entertainment. My problem is the fucking message. That's why I said if they take steroids and they doing what they do, that's cool. That's what they do. They call themselves professional bodybuilders and they take drugs. But promoting that shit and not telling the truth about it and promoting it to children is fucking wrong. That's the problem I have with it. And then trying to convince the youth that it's okay to do drugs. If you want to look good, you got to look drugs, because if you look good like this man does naturally, it doesn't really good. How you gonna compare this to a weak drug addict bodybuilder? This man can move his body, probably knock you the fuck out. Derek Lunsford at 160, I'll break his jaw. The dude can't move side to side. Do some calisthenics, my man. I seen these dudes try to do pull-ups. They do dips on a fucking machine. Are you fucking kidding me? They do dips on their fucking knees. That's for women. They do dips on a fucking machine. I do 50 dips unbroken. These dudes can barely do 10. These bodybuilders can't do no fucking body weight. They're fucking weak as shit. They're weak as shit.
all I saw in my first video, I was away, guys. I wasn't home. I just saw these photos that he posted, and I thought this looks terrible. But again, there are some other photos when he does some poses in which he looks kind of a bit better. And if he's just doing
This man saying this right here naturally is ugly. You can see the guy go Kamashia shit on fucking Arnold right there. You can see his skin like, oh my.
doing this,
They're gonna say it's the quality of the picture.
Really care about
All right.
bodybuilding, doesn't want to do a lot of work like dieting or training hard, then I guess it's okay. But what's the point of competing if you're not willing to?
You know what? I'm done listening to this drug addict fuck. Hire Ivan Bodybuilding if you want steroids and all that good shit. I advise you not to fuck with that shit. Don't fuck with this drug dealer. He is another Greg Doucette. He promotes drugs to children. Please. I know y'all idolize this shit. Y'all like to see something y'all never gonna fucking have. That's that homo shit. Just like y'all like to watch Instagram female models you never gonna get. I understand you YouTube motherfucking. I understand the YouTube comments. I understand the YouTube viewers. That's why you probably not gonna fuck with my shit, but I keep it real. All you YouTube motherfuckers is nothing but fucking fiends and fucking sheeps. Fat, disgusting pigs. Ain't about shit. That's what y'all are. I understand it. But I still want to fix my conscience by letting you know about it. But listen, if you not and you want to be healthy, subscribe to my channel, because we don't only talk about these drug dealing, drug using bodybuilders. This is a fitness channel, and this is my channel, and I'm going to talk about what the fuck I want. I'm not here just to get money and sponsors. I don't need that shit. I get mines the real way, just like I get my strength naturally. I'm on this journey. I was 407 pounds. I'm 160 fucking pounds. Calorie deficit, eating whole foods, healthy foods. And I can help you too. Not feel like you're in a diet and you're struggling and it's suffering, because that's not going to sustain. This is not a fucking diet. I didn't get on a fucking diet. I got on a different life. I changed my lifestyle, and you can too. That's what Heavy No More is about. No excuses, no going back. Wear it proudly, earn it. So like, share, subscribe, all that good shit. If you don't, then don't. If you don't like me, I don't like you. If it's fuck me, then fuck you. Bury your fucking dead. Let's go. It's Jaffe, Heavy No More.